What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today. Bitcoin right now, we're sitting at 64,000. We're about flat on the day. What I want to do, guys, I've had quite a few subscribers ask me and say, hey, Chris, just do a little bit of speculating. Where do you think this market could end up going? And as I don't want to put out a prediction to you guys, I do want to show you where I think this market could potentially go over the next year or so. And this is just something, it's my speculation, guys. Anything can happen in this space. And, you know, if you're listening to anybody out there, they should be telling you that anything can happen in this space with the macroeconomic environment, everything that's taking place geopolitically. Anything can happen overnight. So we're just going to base this off history, and we're going to play around a little bit here, and I'm going to show you where I think that we could end up going in this bull market. So if you get something from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's dig into this. So this is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Each candle is going to represent a week. So guys, I've been in this space since 2017. I've seen bull markets, bear markets. I've seen a lot of shakeouts. And in my opinion, what we're dealing with here is a bull market correction. So I don't think we're going back into a bear market right now. I still think there's more time left in this bull market. You can see right now so far this weekly candle, we have a really nice wick here of bulls buying the dip, and this is right around $56,000, $56,500. We've been bought back up to around $64,000, so that's what we want to see, and it's going to come on at about average volume. But when we're looking at this here, guys, it's a tough one because of the time that we've had so far in this correction. If we take a look at this correction that we've had so far, it's roughly been, we'll call it 50 days. So apart from this correction that we had back here in the 2021 bull market, and this was a big drop here, guys, this was about 90 days that we were in this correction before we got moving again. It was on weak volume here, and then we just rolled over into the bear market. But this was a 90-day correction. Back in here, we had about 2 weeks worth of correction. Here we had a week of correction. That was the 2021 bull market here. And then as we tried to go again, guys, about 3 weeks here. If we go back to 2017 and we take a look, we were having 3 week corrections. Here's 1 week correction. Back here was about 5 weeks or so. And they were deep. They were, 40, 50%. But they didn't last as long as what we've been dealing with here, guys. So just looking at this, this is one of the longer corrections that we're having to deal with. And in my opinion, it's a healthy thing because we went straight up here. And as we were talking about in some of the earlier videos, guys, I didn't want to try to break this previous all-time high when we're going straight up. And we didn't really build any support. So I think it's great that we're cooling down here. We potentially can set this higher low and then try to get that next leg to the upside. And if we do get that next leg to the upside, and this ends up being, guys, almost like some type of weekly bull flag. And the reason why I'm saying that is here when we're looking at the retracement, if we're able to even hold that 0.382, that shows potential to go up and get that next leg because our retracement level isn't that deep. If we go all the way down to that 0.618, we'd have so much more work to do to try to get through those overhead resistance levels. So the fact that we're at the 0.236 right now and we potentially could hold that, that could be our higher low. Our next higher high could be somewhere up around $85,000 to $90,000 before we potentially correct or move sideways again and make one more push. I believe up to around, guys, that $100,000, $115,000. Don't quote me on that, but that's where I believe that we could go in this cycle. I know some people are saying 500,000, 300,000, all that stuff, but I would say around that $100,000 mark would be a really nice move for Bitcoin. And the reason why I say that is if we go back here, guys, I'm going to get some of this off here. So just looking at the tops in terms of our price range. So from 2017 to the top there of 2021, we are looking at about 247%. So I don't think we'll get that again, guys, with diminishing cycles. I would say roughly maybe somewhere around that 50 to 75%. So we'll even go from the high there up, guys. So 50% would take you to 104,000. 75% would take you up to 121,000. Then if we got a little bit crazier than that, it went up to around 100% higher than the high that we had last time. That'd be about $140,000. And I think those are more realistic ranges for Bitcoin, guys. And I think that would still be amazing gains in this market cycle. But I really like the fact that we have cooled down here. We want to set that nice higher low and then try to go up to some of those higher levels like we talked about, that $85,000 to $90,000. If we look at our money flow on the weekly time frame, it's still pretty thick here, guys. Money flow is looking pretty good. We're at 12.19. Our VWAP is to the negative there. We're at a negative 10.14, so we do want to keep an eye on that. And our relative strength is at 67, so we are still up above that 50 line, showing that the bulls are in control. I also want to see the bulls stay up above and have a weekly candle close above this 12 EMA. This is really important for us here, guys. Many times when we're really trending, we will hold it. Right back here, we held it, we set a higher low, and then we got moving again. Same concept here. That's what we want, just to show that on the weekly that the bulls are in full control there. So this is what I'm thinking, guys. I still think we have some more bull market left. Could we go down lower? Absolutely. We could go all the way down like we talked about, guys. Let's see here. To that 0.382, right around that 51,500, and I believe we would still be pretty healthy. But it'd be great to see us hold this as our higher low and see if we can go up and make a higher high. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. Just want to give you a quick one here. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.